All right, so for this inequality, notice that we have variables here and here, but you can't do anything with these two yet because you gotta distribute this 4 in this setup right here. So I'm gonna rewrite this. So negative 7x. Now when I distribute, and always pay attention to the sign here. This is a positive, so I don't have to worry about it. But if it was minus, then you got to remember that you would be distributing a negative number into here. So that affects your answer. So always pay attention to if this is plus or minus. Because if it was minus, it would be negative 4 times x and negative 4 times negative 2. So keep that in mind. But since it's positive, then I know I'm just distributing a positive 4. And 4 times x, I get 4x. And then positive 4 times negative 2, I get negative 8. So that's how I like to think of it, because if I were to rewrite this as addition, this would be a negative number. So I think of this as, if I ignore the x, it's like a negative 2. So we get negative 8, or in other words, minus 8 here. Bring down the inequality sign, and then negative 32 is that part there. And now you can see these two terms here, the x terms, I can combine these together now. So negative 7x plus 4x, you get negative 3x. And then I bring on the rest. Negative 3x minus 8 is less than negative 32. Now we're trying to isolate this term here, so I'm going to make a 0 pair with that minus 8 there, with the negative 8. So opposite of negative 8 will be positive 8. That makes a 0 pair. Then I do the same thing on the other side, so I can make sure I balance out the inequality. This becomes a 0 pair is gone. Anytime you combine opposites, you get 0. Bring down my inequality sign. Bring down the negative 3x, that term. And then negative 32 plus 28. I'm going to get negative 24. Now, I'm going to get this to be 1x. I want this to be a positive 1x. So to make that into a positive 1, I got to divide by negative 3. Negative 3 divided by negative 3 gives me positive 1. I got to do the same thing on the other side. And here we get negative 3x divided by negative 3 is just positive x. And don't forget, since we divided both sides of the inequality by a negative 3, the inequality sign here is going to switch directions. We're going to flip it or reverse it. And if you don't know why, make sure you go back to the worksheet to check the video from the section where you have to solve using either multiplication or division. Make sure you look at that section because there's a video that explains why we got to flip it. It's good to know that, so that math is not a mystery. All right, so now negative 24 divided by negative 3, we get positive 8. And that'll be my solution set. So all numbers bigger than 8 will be a solution to this inequality up here. And then the last part, we just got to graph this. So I'll just put 8 in the middle, a number before and after. And then I check my number 8. Am I including it? So this is saying choose numbers. So solutions will be bigger than 8. So we don't include it. That's not going to be bigger than itself. Numbers bigger than 8 will be in this direction. So we shade all numbers going this way. So don't forget, this means every single number after 8 is a solution, including decimals, fractions, everything. All right, anything in between all these. We just don't include the number 8 or anything to the left. Those are not solutions.